Good morning, godly mothers and fellow sisters. This is Pastor Ruth, just coming by to share a couple words of encouragement with you today. I want to share with you from the theme, Live Life Where You Are. I want to share this very quick story with you. Before I had children, my husband and I lived in the Throgs Neck area of the Bronx in a sweet little apartment that I knew was temporary. And guess what? I treated it temporarily. In other words, I didn't put pictures on the wall. It was neat, it was tidy, but I didn't live in it because I was so focused on where I was going next that I didn't fully enjoy where I was. And so I want to encourage you today with 4 strategies to live from where you are. Now, when you have time, I want you to read Jeremiah 29, verses 4 to 7. Now, I know you're all familiar with verse 11, that very special and precious promise from God. But it's really important to read what was happening before. The Israelites, they had been rebellious again, and God, in his loving kindness, took them through a journey where they were captives to Babylon. And yet in that place of exile, because of their own doing, and sometimes we make decisions that take us into places of exile, and sometimes it's just life. The point is, God does not take that as an excuse. He says to them, I want you to live life where you are. Now, living means have a rich experience, conduct life. In other words, don't just slouch and occupy silently and passively, but live. And so how do we do that, especially when we're not where we want to be? It might be in your career. It might be your actual physical location. It might be in your marriage. It might be in your mothering journey. It might be concerning your dreams. Well, here you are. Ready? Make a life. He told them, live, occupy, enjoy where you are. Find something tasteful where you are. Number 2, make a living. He said, plant gardens. In other words, be productive. Maybe you can't go to school, back to school just yet, but maybe you can spend time reading a book, educating your mind. Maybe you may not be in the building you want to start that business, but maybe you can write out the plan. Maybe your marriage is not quite what you're hoping it would be, but maybe you can compliment your husband more than you complain. Maybe your mothering journey has been stressful. Guess what? Find a way to be productive where you are. In other words, don't delay your happiness waiting for the perfect moment, and don't delay your dreams. Work on it where you are. Number 3, he was very clear. Multiply where you are. Could you imagine the nerve of God saying to them, even though they were in captivity, he made it very clear. Do not dwindle. Do not decrease. Do not waste away. You know why? Because God knows that when we have been dwelling in a place for a while, that's not our preferred future, we can get discouraged. We can get despondent. But I want to rouse you this morning and say to you, do not decrease, do not dwindle. Instead, multiply. But you say, how can I multiply? Guess what? Think about the fact that your story is not just for you. It's for your children and your children's children. And so whatever you do, plant seeds that would benefit the generations to come. Now, lastly, and probably most importantly, master your mindset. Adopt an I can mentality. Bless where you are. Don't curse your crisis. Bless where you are. Bless that home. Bless that neighborhood. Bless your marriage. Bless your children. Bless where you are. Steward it well, because in time, God will be faithful to promote you to the next place. And the attitude you have now, the attitude you have with $1,000 is the same attitude you'll have, and same habits you'll have with 10,000, with 1 million. And so live where you are. God bless you.